Greetings, citizens of the world. We are Anonymous. Today we have a super important message for you and for the world. Please listen carefully. We all know about the Million Masks March at the November 5th. And we are all waiting for that. Although we also know that many people who have never been in touch with Anonymous, they are also wondering how to join us, or if it's safe, or even they are wondering what to do at the Million Masks March. If you consider yourself a real Anonymous family, you can't ignore this message. We have launched the Welcome Home Op, which is a sort of boot camp, training or either a way to recognize problems and how to solve those problems at the Million Masks March. Beyond being a worldwide gathering of the people who seeks a better world. We have given the name of this op, Welcome Home, for a few reasons. The main objective is to have monthly worldwide protests, from now till the November 5th. So people will get used to attend and they know what to do at the MMM. I have positive answer from many cities already and we will march next Sunday 31st. The name Welcome Home is to reinforce the end of infighting for the ones already into Anonymous ops and to welcome the new people who's wondering how to get access to Anonymous. And be one of us. So if we work hard, the Million Masks March this year will be the biggest manifestation in the history of humanity. We are just starting it earlier as the world is going crazy right now. And people is starting to get divided. We all know that the first step for a solution is unity. It's quite hard to sit and wait till November to see what happened. Once we can all start working now and make sure, we will wake up much more souls around the globe than we ever thought of. It can happen anywhere, any city, wherever you are. The idea is to go somewhere public in your city and bring some messages, banners or whatever tools you have in hand. This is a peaceful march. We are not here to make troubles, we are standing for a better world. If you have more people is better, of course, but even if you don't have people, then just go alone. You can be 100% sure that many people will stop by and ask a question or even stay with you. Then next month, you have already this people plus the new ones you will get the next following month. So if many cities applies, we will be able to activate a bigger city number to the Million Masks March. Then the media will go crazy. For the system or the mainstream media it will look much bigger if we have 10,000 cities with only a few hundreds around the world marching at the November 5th than if we have 100 cities with a lot of people. They will say that we got many people only because it was cities, that big cities already have many people. They will say most of the people wasn't even with Anonymous, they will say most of them were just bystanders or curious people. But if we get many cities around the globe, the whole world will see and be sure that the reason why we had so many people in number of cities is because people are getting united. Because people are tired of oppression, injustice and the fake differences the society has implanted in our lives. And then we are winning the game. But for it to happen, we have to start working right now. Talk to your friends and family. Bring them to the street with you, with masks or not. The important is to gather people. Don't wait for leadership. You are Anonymous family and you know well that there's no leadership. But we do have the ones with attitude. So be one of the ones who's working right now. Even from far away we will all be standing with you. The first protests will definitely be pretty small. And all of these protests should be peaceful protests. We are getting on the streets to promote unity and to give our hands to our communities. So it will be easier to control and make sure there's no people doing bullshit or doing things that doesn't match our collective idea. And the ones doing riots or violent acts will only do it to fuck Anonymous name. We also know that some police officers are infiltrating our ops around world to start violence and initiate riots. And they are doing that because they are afraid of how big we are becoming day by day. Many cops are attending to protests to start riots. And then after they use the mainstream media to say we are the ones who acted violent. We all know that is not true. Although there's a lot of good police officers in the world. And the good ones knows we are fighting for a better world. We are not here to say all cops are bad. doing the Welcome Home protests once a month at the biggest number of cities as we can. It will help you and the people marching in your city to recognize who is the cop or the paid person infiltrated with the intent of creating problems when he first appear, because you have already been protesting with all the other people before. And you and the people will most likely to get to know each other. And you all know that our intention is peace. Welcome Home Op is a sort of a boot camp for the Million Masks March. It will serve for us as a training protests. Our fight for our rights became some sort of war against the system, and we're the ones wanting the peace and no violence. The system doesn't care of shooting us, or harming our people. This is a war. And we are the smart and good-hearted ones. We need strategy. We cannot just bring all our people to the same place and not have it planned. Some cities will march even though they have only 5 people. But for sure by the end of that same day they will be at least 10 people. Plus the people who were already thinking of join anonymous idea will see it and surely get involved. And more people will be willing to join us. So please my dear brothers and sisters, let's stand and take the front of this process of freedom for our loved ones. No more waiting. Our only weapon is unity and your only limit is you. The world needs you right now. Many people will tell you to give up, or try to hold you down. Do not believe it. You are not alone. You know that we are here at the other side doing the same as you are doing and trying to do something positive to the world we live in and for the people we love. The first protest will be on the July 31st. The second will be at the August 21st. The third will be at September 11th. The fourth will be at the October 1st. And then finally, the Million Mask March at the November 5th. It all depends on us to make this year Million Mask March in November a gathering event which will change what people knows about Unity Power. We have created a Facebook page, an event page, which has a pool with many cities' name. Please add your city there if it is there already. Come to visit the page so you might find people around you so you can all start together and organize meeting point and timing for your protests. We have a page on a website that was offered to us. We also have a chat channel at an on-board server on Discord. All the links will be at the description of this video and all the information will be at such pages. Please feel free to translate this text to your language and share with your people. Do not be afraid of doing this early protests. As we described in this message, it will be smaller protests and our objective is peace and unity. We are the good guys. We are not doing anything illegal. United as one. Divided by zero. We have a chance in our hands. May the universe bless us.
We are anonymous. We are legion.
We do not forgive. We do not forget. They should have expected us. The time is now. Yours sincerely, X Sparrow.